Okay, here we go. This is Garrett. We're doing some PvP. I've sped up this video a little bit so it goes a little bit quicker. The reason why is there's too much dead time in between rounds. Just way too much dead time. In this video, I have a question for you. Have you thought about why life is so hard? I talked about this a lot in some of my last 10 videos. Hey everybody, could I please ask you a favor? If you don't mind, scroll down below, click our subscribe button because we could really use your help. Thank you very much. Do you ever think about why life is so hard? By the way, I rarely go with 3 Stormcallers at the beginning of the match, but I had a very specific strategy and something in mind here. And let me share it with you. I'm going with 3 to watch carefully how my opponent responds to that. Because if they go anti-missile tech, I'll sell them off. If they don't go anti-missile, I'm getting really good kill value with 3 Stormcallers every round. Most of you know Arclight was my favorite mech in the entire game for a long time. And if you're thinking, well, Garrett, the game just came out a couple months ago. No. It had open beta. I think I was playing this something like 2 years ago. Something like that. But they nerfed him. They nerfed the Arclight pretty substantially. So now I treat him as a generic anti-chaff bot. I'll buy him when we need him because he does his job very efficiently. So let me ask you again. By the way, he flanked me on both sides. That was a very good move on his part. So, why is life so hard? Has the Lord been giving you any answers on that topic? All right. We get our Farseer. Not a Farseer. We got our Sabertooth, it looks like. Fire Badger. I'll put him there, but make sure you leave space. We got our Farseer, and leave space for the Fire Badger, because if he counters those Fire Badgers, you need space back there to re-counter him back. I don't want the Farseer on the left side being aggroed. On the right side, I do. So why is life so hard? Why has God designed it that way? Not Satan, not the demons, not any demonic generals. Why has God, the creator of all things, designed life to be so hard? I feel like the Farseer is still OP. It hasn't been nerfed to death. It's still a little OP. I remember many years ago. Okay, we're losing again. Okay, how do we stabilize this? The steel balls are wrecking me. I'm experimenting on his flank. I might sell out of it. The plan is to have about maybe 4 farseers approximately. Goofing around here. Let's watch how he responds. It was a few years ago, a while ago, and I'm going through the very devastating hard times. Very, very difficult. And the Lord Jesus was hitting me with one addiction after another, one test after another, one trial after another. Look at that. He's going full-blown flank on me. And I was a B-class driver back then. And I had a job, so I go to the yard, I pick up the bus. And now I'm in the bus driving down the freeway to go pick up my clients because they're going out for the night. And I remember, let's take a look at this. Ion Blast. I remember calling my friend John on the phone. So I'm driving the bus down the freeway on my headset, talking to John. And I was trying to share with him how my entire life seemed to be falling apart. How it seemed to be falling apart. We got to add some chaff. There's just no way around it. The chaff will slow down the steel balls. It'll slow down his tanks. And it's a wonderful way to guard your farseers or whatever other strategy you want to use. He did the same thing. Okay. So I'm on the phone with John and I'm explaining all of this to him. Why is life so hard? And John said to me, Garrett, this might be hard for you to understand right now, but I am convinced that at some time in the future, God is going to use you and all of these tests and trials that you're going through to help other people. No, I didn't want to hear that. Melting point? Or, yeah, I guess the melting point. Back then, I didn't want to hear it. I was hurting too much. I had too many addictions. I just didn't want to hear about the future. And I remember him saying to me, you know, Garrett, you're probably not going to want to hear this right now. I don't even know if you're going to believe me right now. But I just believe that God's going to use you in the future. He's going to use these tests and trials, and you're going to paint it forward, helping other people, working with other people, sharing with other people, helping them to make through their hard tests and trials, to make it through theirs. This is what I'm thinking. Got the chaff designed like that. We need to consider selling out of the flank. Melting point is doing fine, actually. Just need to protect him with a little bit more chaff or something. And we need to upgrade. So we're losing the chaff war and we're losing the DPS war. And that's why we're losing the game. So let's see what we can do here. I like the heavy armor. I like the advanced shield device. That flank back there is a fail. I'm not sure what I'm going to do though. Yeah, let's recoup our money. Because he overly guarded his flank, like he went crazy guarding it. So now, years and years later, what do we find out? God's using me to talk with people, work with people, help family members, friends, strangers all over the world. I used to have a gigantic website with free books and hundreds of articles. I had it up for years and years and years. It's now down. The Lord took it down. But we had that up for well over a decade. And we're probably close to about 2,000 videos on my 2 YouTube channels. So, if you are a child of God, look at the melting points. If you are a chosen one and you're going through the difficult times, I want to share the same encouragement to you right now, that there is an excellent, look at that. Let's add barrier on one of them, sell out of the flank maybe, or yeah, let's recoup some money. And then he wasted. If we put the shield, it'll stall him for a few seconds, right? Let's upgrade those. And let's add one more. Now, where do we put it? Where is our maximum? My thinking is if we put them close to each other, they're going to defend each other, guard each other. Because they're multi-melting. They're hitting 5 targets at the same time. I want a stream of chaff continually coming down the map. Here we go. I want to encourage you, if you're a chosen one, there is an excellent chance God is going to use these tests and trials and tribulations that you are going through right now to be helping and blessing other people in the future. God's doing it with me, and I hope and pray that he's going to be doing it with you too. All right, that Vulcan caused some trouble. His Vulcan did very well for him. Now, how do we offset this? We got our Ion Blast ready to go. You know what I'm thinking? Let's put some oil down and maybe a couple shields if we have the money to stop the Vulcan's missiles. That's what I'm thinking. No money though, we could Ion Blast and get rid of... What do we get rid of with the Ion? What would you do here? Oh, it's going to be hard to get those steel balls in there. The Vulcan is the main nemesis right there. We'll add one shield to stop those missiles from the Vulcan. So be encouraged. I just know and I believe that God is going to use your suffering for your good and painting it forward, helping other people, encouraging other people, blessing other people, teaching other people, sharing with other people. This was a very fun, rewarding fight. He had me the entire game. We came back at the end with the multi-melters, and that's all grace from God.